Yes, indeed, people. It's your boy Jay Jordan. Welcome back to another WNBA watch along. Yes, it's another early game. Today is camp day again for some of the teams in the W. We're in the last week of the season before the Olympic break. And we have the Phoenix Mercury taking on the Washington Mystics. Phoenix Mercury currently a 6th seed, the Mystics currently 11th seed. The Mercury are at a 12-12 record. The Mystics at a 6-18 record. Mercury trying to go into the Olympic break with a over 500 record. The Mystics is trying to hold on until after the Olympic break when their main pieces come back, and we'll touch on those players in a minute. All right, so let's touch on the starters for the Phoenix Mercury. We have Natasha Cloud, Diana Taurasi, Kalia Copper, Rebecca Allen, and Brittany Griner. For their bench, you have Sophie Cunningham, Natasha Mack, Micaiah Herbert Harrigan, and Celeste Taylor. Their injured players, you have Charisma Osborne, who's out with a leg injury, and I spelled her name totally wrong. It's Shug Sutton. Shug Sutton is out with a hamstring injury. So I'll get that corrected now. So Shug Sutton out with a hamstring injury. All right. So for the Washington Mystics, their starters, they had a change to their starting lineup today with Dee Richards being out with a knee injury. So their starters are Julie Van Loo, Ariel Atkins, Shatori Walker-Kimbrough, Maisha Hines-Allen, and Steph Dolson. Their bench is Jade Melbourne, Aaliyah Edwards, Emily Engsler, Jakia Brown-Turner. Their injured players you see at the bottom of the screen, they're dealing with a lot. Brittany Sykes out with a foot, Shakira Austin with a hip, Carly Samuelson with a hand, and Dee Richards, as I just mentioned, with the knee injury. So Washington limping towards this Olympic break. They're supposed to get Shakira and Brittany and maybe Carly back after when the league restarts back in August. Well, upcoming in August. So we'll see. But they've been struggling badly. The Mystics have without their key pieces. All right. This game is supposed to start at 11:30 a.m. Eastern. It's now 11:24. So we got about 6 minutes until game time. Salute to everyone here on this early watch along here on the East Coast. Early watch along. It's probably even earlier wherever you're located. Alrighty. There's 3 other games today at 3:30 Eastern. You have Seattle at LA, the LA Sparks. Then tonight on Prime, you have at 7 p.m. you have Connecticut Sun versus the Liberty. I'll be at that game, so no watch along for that. And then at 10 p.m. Eastern, you have Chicago versus Las Vegas. Battle between Reese and Wilson, the top 2 rebounders in the league at the moment. So this should be a good game later on today. So make sure you guys are on Prime to catch those last 2 games. Alrighty, so this is the second matchup of the season between these 2 teams. The first matchup, there was no Brittany Griner. She was still out with that foot injury. It was all the way back beginning of the season in May. So I don't know how much you can really take from that. But Mercury won 83-80 on May 23rd. They have 2 more matchups. The one today and next time they play will be September 5th. So Mystics looking to get the win here. The thing I'll say about the Mystics is that they stick around for a majority of the game. They'll be hanging around. They'll probably be beating you at halftime, beating you in the third quarter, but then they just don't have the talent and the stamina to continue it for all 4 quarters, and they end up losing games in the second half a lot of the time. So they're hoping to address that once their big guns come back, and hopefully it they come back healthy. Because I have Brittany Sykes on my fantasy team. I have Shakira Austin on my fantasy team as well. I had to drop both of them because both of them have been continuously hurt, and I keep getting players hurt on my team. I have Nafisa and Ryan Howard. So four of my top like seven picks are all dealing with injuries. So I'm just trying to hold on until after the Olympic break, and hopefully I can make a run at the end there. All right, so some history between these two teams. Natasha Cloud, formerly with the Washington Mystics, played all of her career there, besides before being signed and traded to the Mercury. The last game she played against them, she had a double-double. She had 14 points and 10 rebounds in that win. I'm banking on her having another one today. Playing in Washington against her former team. Last time it was at Phoenix. This time in Washington, her first return to Washington since the trade, I believe. So I'm expecting her to have a big game to show and prove why she was who she was when she was there. So we're at 11:28 now. At 11:28, this game is on League Pass. This game is on League Pass, people. So if you do want to watch it, you have to watch it there. Remember, blackout restrictions do apply. So if you're in the Phoenix or in the Washington, D.C. area, you may not be able to watch it there. You have to watch it on the local broadcast channel. All right, now they're doing the starting lineups. They're broadcasting starting lineups, and those are the people on your screens. Looks like a pretty packed crowd for this game. People probably wanted to see Natasha Cloud back. This is the final game for both teams before the Olympic break. So we'll see what's going on. Tudo, my guy, salute. What's going on, bro? What is going on? So coach of the Mercury, Nate Tibbetts. Coach of the Mystics is Eric Tebow, I think. It's either Eric or Mike. I can't forget who's the father, who's the son. It's a father-son dude. I think the father is he's the GM or the he's in charge of operations basically. He promoted his son to the head coaching position. So it's a family affair over there. All right, couple Olympians in this game. We have Diana, Kalia, and Brittany as U.S. Olympians. You have Rebecca Allen from the Mercury as an Australian Olympian. You also have Jade Melbourne as an Australian Olympian, as well as Julie Van Loo. She's a Belgian Olympian. So Olympians on both teams. So you'll see some of these players in the Summer Olympics taking place in the next couple weeks. RC, my guy, salute. What's going on, bro? Hope all is well. All right, now it's 11:30 a.m. here on the East. This game is about to start. Expectations for this game. I'm expecting the Mercury to win the game in the end, but I do expect the Mystics to be up at halftime as they continue to put in work in the first halves. LeBrax said, thanks for the stream reminding me. Salute, of course. No problem. Glad that's what this channel is about. Just bringing more coverage to the W. This game is taking place in DC. Looking at the betting lines, if you're into that stuff, according to ESPN Bet, Phoenix is a 4.5 point favorite. 4.5 point favorite. Oh, this game is actually at Capital One Arena instead of their usual entertainment and sports arena that holds about 7,000 people or whatever the case may be. But it looks like a pretty packed house. You see all the kids in their camp uniforms, so that's the purpose of these early camp games, is so that These programs can bring their summer camp kids there to experience the league and get them introduced to it. RC says, Jay, I still shows some remnants from women's college basketball hangover. It's not as strong as it was because CC and the Fever playing. Yeah. Yep. So we are about to get started. What do you mean no sound? You guys can hear me, right? I hope you guys can hear me. Hope I'm not just talking into the void. The Mercury are, who are their record shows? 12-12. Yeah, pretty average team. That's what their record is. You're absolutely right. Oh, they got Brittany Sykes mic'd up on the broadcast. She's on the. She basically has a mic on her. It's so loud in the arena. Their mics are peaking on the broadcast. It sounds like you're talking on a walkie-talkie in there. RC says, Jay, guess who's back out west? The Aces. Yeah, y'all looking good, man. Y'all coming into y'all own going into the Olympic break. I see y'all. Y'all moved up to 4th seed. All right, y'all. So broadcast is about to tip off. Griner versus Steph Dolson for the tip. And we're off. Brittany Griner wins the tip, people. Brittany Griner wins the tip. And this game is off. Griner, hand off to Taurasi. Taurasi with the ball. Over to Griner. Back to Taurasi. Taurasi to Rebecca Allen. Down to Kalia Copper. Hand off to Brittany Griner. Brittany Griner drives. Travel, they don't call it. She shoots the over jump shot. And Phoenix is on the board to start. Griner with the basket. Hines Allen over to Van Loo, the Belgian Olympian. Van Loo over to Ariel Atkins. She had 36 last game. Pass to Hines Allen, and Hines Allen is on the board. Oh, shoot. Did I set my fantasy lineup? I probably didn't. Let me go look right quick, y'all. My bad. It's 2-2. As Oldest talking, I seen Hines Allen. I had to pick her up, and I just remembered I probably didn't set this. Cloud over to Griner. Griner, mid-range jump shot way off. And rebound to Van Loo. Over to Shatori Walker-Kimbrough getting the start today. Hines Allen with the ball. Oh, giving go with Ariel and Hines Allen. And it's a turnover. Rebecca Allen with the ball over to Griner. Griner over to Cloud. Cloud back in Washington for the first time. Cloud goes up, drops it off to Griner, goes up, and she gets fouled. So Brittany Griner, they're getting her involved early, should go to the line for free throws. Oh, good. I just checked my lineup. I need to find a way to get Azare Stevens in, but I should have moved Ariel to the guard position. No, Azare gonna have to sit on the bench today. RC says, what's today's schedule of games? How many? We got 4 games, including this one. Griner hits the first free throw. So you have Seattle, LA at 3:30 Eastern, Connecticut at Liberty at 7 p.m. Eastern. I'll be at that game. And Chicago at Vegas at 10 p.m. Griner hits both free throws. It's 4-2 Mercury. Brittany Griner with all 4 points. Van Loo with the rock. Van Loo for 3. Front rims it. Rebound to Cloud. Cloud with the ball. Cloud up the court. Throws it to Griner. Griner over to Taurasi on the right-hand side. She goes baseline, corner to Allen. Top to Kalia Copper for 3. Front rims it. Rebound, Hines Allen. Hines Allen on the push. Over to Atkins. Atkins, double cross. Gathers her dribble. Gets the screen from Steph Dolson. Atkins out to Steph. Steph, corner to Hines Allen. Pump fakes. Over to Shatori Walker-Kimbrough. Her first attempt. And she knocks it down. Shatori Walker-Kimbrough getting the start today for the injured Dee Richards. And the Mystics take their first lead of the game 5-4. Cloud over to Griner. Griner Griner over to Taurasi. Taurasi going left. Step side. Three-pointer is good. Diana Taurasi knocks down the three. And Phoenix retakes the lead. 7-5. Hines Allen with the ball. Over to Walker Kimbrough. Walker Kimbrough goes left. Back out to Hines Allen. Over to Van Loo. Down to Steph Dolson. She gets fouled in the paint by Kalia Copper. That's her first foul of the game. So it'll be Mercury ball here. Ball in play. Van Loo over to Hines Allen. Oh, Van Loo goes back door. Corner to Atkins. Over to Walker Kimbrough. Steph Dolson for three. Front rims it. Rebound to Kalia Copper. Kalia brings it up the court. Crossover. Handoff to Rebecca Allen. Rebecca Allen. Oh, gets the ball stolen on the pass by Walker Kimbrough. It's a 2-on-1 fast break. Walker Kimbrough to Van Loo. Van Loo pass and scores. Van Loo with the layup. And it's a 7-7 game. RC said, I was watching Phoenix game the other day with my girl, and she said, doesn't watch it. So she was rolling when she said, who is the, oh, shoot. I had a couple people who said that as well. Foul on Van Loo on Griner before the shot, trying to fight over the screen. So ball is with the Mercury to inbound. Ball in play. Over to Taurasi. Taurasi goes right-hand dribble into the paint. Corner to Allen, but the pass is way off. Turnover by the Mercury. Ball in play with the Mystics. It's 7-7, approaching 6 minutes to go here. Atkins with the ball over to Hines Allen to Van Loo. Van Loo on the drive, out to Atkins. Atkins, left-hand dribble into the paint, out to Hines Allen. Hines Allen corner to Walker Kimbrough. 7 on the clock, shoots right over a Cloud, her former teammate, off, and rebound to Kalia Copper. Cloud over to Allen. Allen, no hesitation three, and she buries it. Rebecca Allen, the Australian Olympian, knocks down the three. It's 10-7 Mercury. Hines Allen over to Atkins. Atkins, drop off the, oh, bad pass by Atkins, and it's stolen by Taurasi. Taurasi on the run. Layup is good, and it's a timeout to the Washington Mystics. Phoenix up 12-7 with 5.5 to go in the first quarter. Salute, Lebrecht. Thank you. So we're at a timeout right now. Phoenix scored the last 5 points. So timeout by the Mystics. So Taurasi up to 5 points, Griner with 4 points, and Rebecca Allen with 3 points. For the Mystics, you have 2 from Hines Allen, 2 from Van Loo, and 3 from Walker Kimbrough. As I mentioned, there's 3 other games today. 3:30 Eastern, Seattle at LA. Connecticut at New York at 7 p.m. Eastern on Prime. And then at 10 p.m. Eastern on Prime, it's Chicago Sky versus Las Vegas Aces. These are all of these teams' last game before the Olympic break. The Olympic break starts on Thursday. Essentially, for a lot of them, if you're not an all-star or participating in All-Star Weekend, because All-Star Weekend is this week. Friday, they have the skills challenge and the three-point competition. And then on Saturday night is the All-Star game. Then a lot of these players, some have already departed to their Olympic teams. Um, so for the next couple weeks, we'll be focused on Team USA basketball. RC said Mystics need to stop fighting. They're going back to WNBA draft. You a fool for that one. Listen, man, they proud players. They gonna fight until they can't fight anymore. They playing for their next contract. I won't be doing the Seattle LA game because I gotta leave to get down to Brooklyn for the Connecticut Sun game. So I won't be doing the watch along for that that 3:30 game because I gotta leave here around 5:30 Eastern. No, I gotta leave here probably before that 5 p.m. Eastern, so I can get to Brooklyn in time. All right, so we're back in play finally. Aaliyah Edwards has checked into the game for the Mystics. Hines Allen to the bench. Edwards over to Walker Kimbrough. Walker Kimbrough over to Ariel Atkins. Foul line jump shot, in and out, rebound to Griner. Am I watching the All-Star game and festivities? I'll probably watch the 3-point competition. But the actual All-Star game, not really. I don't really watch All-Star games. Diana Taurasi down to Griner. Griner guarded by Aaliyah Edwards. 7 on the shot clock. Griner spin move. And that's money in the bank for Brittany Griner. 7-point game here, 14-7. Van Loo drop off to Steph Dolson with the pump fake and gets fouled. So Steph Dolson going to the line for free throws. You and me, salute, salute. What's going on? What's going on? So Steph Dolson at the line for free throws. She shoots the first, knocks it down. And 2. She hits both free throws. 14-9. 14-9. Caitlin gonna be out there looking for where to take 6-pointers. That might be the most open she'll be all season. They'll want her to shoot those long shots. Griner in the post against Steph Dolson. She backs down. They fall away jump shot. Bounces around. Steph Dolson with the rebound. Jade Melbourne has checked into the game for Walker Kimbrough. She's also an Olympian. Aaliyah Edwards with the pump fake attacks Griner. Oh, Griner with the block. Aaliyah Edwards gets her rebound. Bad pass. It goes out of bounds. Diana Taurasi complaining she thinks that Eric Tebow hit the ball, but she was out of bounds. Brittany Griner's face is wide-eyed looking at Diana screaming. Yumi says that Coach Shara Reeves is a real charmer. Yeah, she's very straightforward. Ariel Atkins with 2 on the clock. Ariel Atkins doesn't notice, and it's a shot clock violation. So turnover to the Mystics. The ball back in play with the Mercury here. It's 14-9, 4 minutes to go. Man said Cheryl Thibodeau. Come on. Cloud over to Copper. Copper pulls up for 3, misses. Rebound to Aaliyah Edwards. Ariel Atkins on the run. She's trying to get on the board here. Ariel Atkins drops it off to Steph Dolson. Gets blocked by Mack. And ball goes out on Sophie Cunningham. And that's what it looked like. It was out on Sophie Cunningham. So 14-9, 3:37 to go here. That's out on Sophie. That's not even a real debate. I mean, it's easy for me to say watching the replay here. So 14-9, Mystics ball to inbound from the sideline. They get it to Steph Dolson. Dolson over to Atkins. Atkins trying to get on the board here. Atkins crossover. She attacks Sophie Cunningham, goes over to Jade. Jade Melbourne on the drive. Jade Melbourne, left hand layup is good for Jade. And it's a 3-point game, 14-11. Quick shot by Allen, rebound to Steph Dolson, over to Melbourne. Melbourne to Steph. Steph over to Atkins. Atkins, right side of the floor, comes off the screen. She pulls up for a long two, misses. Rebound to Aaliyah Edwards. She goes up and scores. So the Mystics on a run of their own. It's a 1-point game, 14-13. And they call a foul on the moving screen by Natasha Mack. So Mystics get the ball back. Steph Dolson to the bench. Maisha Hines-Allen back into the game. Cheryl Reeves reminds of the type to not let you eat dinner unless your napkins are soaked. Nah, come on. Yeah, she seems real. If you're with us, you're with us. If not, then we against you. But she does seem real strict. As Atkins gets fouled on the drive to the basket, some substitutions have been made by the Mercury. Micaiah Herbert Harrigan checks into the game for Rebecca Allen. Shatori Walker-Kimbrough into the game for Julie Van Loo. So who's running the point here? Jade Melbourne running the point here for the Mystics. Hines-Allen over to Atkins. Atkins guarded by Harrigan. She drops. Oh, good defense by Harrigan. She knocks it out of bounds. It's 10 on the shot clock. Um, 10 seconds on the clock. Washington ball. 14-13. Ball gets to Atkins. Oh, Cloud kicks her leg out with the trip and trips Atkins. I don't know if that was on the shot. They're going to call it on the shot or just sideline out of bounds. So it is sideline out of bounds. So Washington to inbound from the other side, and they do. Jade Melbourne to Hines-Allen. Back to Jade. Jade drops it off to Hines-Allen. Hines-Allen tries to pass it out. Steal by the Mercury, and Kalia Copper has it. Over to Cloud. Cloud, corner to Harrigan. Harrigan doesn't shoot. She tries to drive baseline to Mack. Mack with the 5-footer and misses. Rebound to Edwards. Over to Jade Melbourne. Mystics can take the lead here if they score. Over to Walker-Kimbrough, top of the key. Walker-Kimbrough gets the screen from Aaliyah Edwards. Takes it. Drops it off to Aaliyah Edwards. She goes up. Reverse layup is good. Aaliyah Edwards with the basket, and the Mystics retake the lead, 15-14. Looks like Taurasi and Griner to check back in, and foul by Aaliyah Edwards trying to hedge the screen on, trying to create a hedge on Natasha Cloud. So some subs being made, as I mentioned. Griner in for Natasha Mack and Diana Taurasi in for Kalia Copper. Ball in play. Ball to Diana. Down to Griner, and she scores, fouled, and one. So Brittany Griner feasting early here. The bigs for the Mystics cannot really check her, and she's being ultra aggressive. So Griner at the line to complete the 3-point play. She's already up to 8 points here. Griner shoots and scores the free throw. So it's a 2-point game here, 17-15. Mercury are up. Over to Walker-Kimbrough. They find Jade Melbourne. She fakes the reverse. Aaliyah Edwards, foul line jump shot is good. Aaliyah Edwards putting in work here, ties the game. Aaliyah Edwards up to 6 points already. Natasha Cloud with the ball. Natasha Cloud loses the dribble. Dive on the floor. Diana Taurasi loses the ball behind her back. Ball's bumbling and stumbling all over the place. Griner with the ball. 6 on the clock. She picks up her dribble, shoots over Edwards, misses. Great defense by the Mystics. And Hines-Allen with the ball. She's going coast to coast. Dribbles it back out to Walker-Kimbrough. We got a minute to go here in the first. Ariel Atkins to Jade Melbourne for three. Short. Rebound to Atkins. Atkins to Edwards to Hines Allen. Back to Jade. Jade on the drive. Throws up the floater. They don't call a foul. And Natasha Cloud with the rebound. 45 seconds to go here. 17-17. Diana Taurasi off the screen. They call a moving screen on Brittany Griner. So how many fouls is that on Griner? No, I think that's her first. Steph Dolson checking into the game here. Steph Dolson into the game for Aaliyah Edwards, who came in, played about 4 minutes, got 6 points. So it's Mystics ball here. 35 seconds to go. Tie game, 17-17. Jade Melbourne with the ball over to Steph Dolson. She pump fakes the three, drives by Griner, and gets fouled by Harrigan. So Steph Dolson going to the line for free throws. Steph Dolson not known for being somebody who would drive to the basket at this point in her career. More like a pick and pop and a rebounder. But she drives Harrigan, swipes down, gets some of the ball, but does get the forearm. Steph Dolson at the line for free throws, and she knocks down the first. So Washington retakes the lead here. Steph Dolson shooting 50% from three this season. She leads the WNBA in three-point percentage, and she misses the second. So it was 18-17 Washington. Natasha Cloud with the ball. Hasn't scored yet. Natasha Cloud gets the screen from Taurasi, but they switch. Ariel Atkins on her. Taurasi down to Griner. Griner with to Sophie Cunningham for three. She misses. And ball goes out of bounds off of the Mystics. Diana Taurasi looked like she flopped there a little bit on the offensive rebound. So it's 5 seconds on the clock here. 5 seconds on the clock. Washington up 18-17. They get it to Griner, and they call an offensive foul subject to review by Diana Taurasi. She looked like she attacked Diana doing Diana things. Looked like she attacked Ariel Atkins there. So they're going to review this. Diana lost her cool there from what I saw. Diana Taurasi inbounds the ball, tries to run right through Atkins from what I saw. Oh, she throws an elbow up. Diana Taurasi trying to get around Ariel Atkins, throws a little elbow up. Looks like it catches her. Eric Tebow is yelling at the referees, saying that if you called the first foul on her, that one wouldn't have happened. So the referees are at the table reviewing this. They have like the screen protector on the screen, so you can't really see it from this angle. They have like that privacy protection thing on the screen for on the monitor that the refs are looking at, so you can't really see it. Excuse me, on the broadcast. I do have some rooted interest in this. I need the Mystics to win this first quarter. I have a nice little thing on it, so hopefully they win this first quarter. I did say the Mystics are a good first half team for the most part, especially at home. They play pretty well. So I was banking on that, so I need them to win this quarter. All right, the referees are still reviewing this. Yeah, she catches her with an elbow right in the side of her face. And then falls on top of her, got in the straddle position over her face. That's pretty interesting there. They gonna keep replaying this and replaying this. Yeah, that might be a flagrant on Diana Taurasi there. So Ariel Atkins, of course, after having 30 plus points last game, has 0. Sometimes you just can't make this stuff up, you know? You can't make it up. But Brittany Griner leading the way with 9 points, a game high. 9 points. They're still reviewing this here. The referees are talking to each other. They got to make a decision. This is taking longer than it should. But I know you want to get it right, but come on now. So when Diana gets frustrated, she tends to retaliate in those type of ways when she feels she's not getting the calls she wants. And it may be to her detriment in this game. I don't think they'll give the flagrant 2. I think that's what they're talking about on the broadcast. I don't think they'll give a flagrant 2. But flagrant 1, I could definitely see that happening. They just keep replaying it and replaying it and replaying it. Did they give a call yet? I think it might be a flagrant 1. Let's see what happens here. So, it's a flagrant 1. So Ariel Atkins to the line for free throws. She shoots 2 free throws for the flagrant 1. Atkins, first one, misses. Come on, Ariel. Giving you free points at the line. So Atkins at the line for the second free throw. And she knocks down the second free throw. So it's 19-17 Washington. I think my Washington win the first quarter bet is safe. Shatori Walker-Kimbrough to inbound to get it to Atkins. Atkins, deep 3, back rims it, and she gets her own rebound, but that's the end of the quarter. So at the end of the first, the Mystics 19, the Phoenix Mercury 17. So Washington continues to play well in their play well enough in their first quarters to have a lead. As y'all probably remember, they played the Aces and they were up big on the Aces in the first half, but then just faltered in the second. So let's get ready for the second quarter here. Second quarter upcoming. Stowe, salute. Love from Chicago. Salute my guy on the Twitch. My guy Stowe on Twitch. All right, so we're ready for the second half. This is the first WNBA game of the day. It is camp day. That's why the game is so early. A bunch of the summer camps are at this game, taking place in the big arena, where the Wizards play of the NBA, the Capital One Arena, as opposed to their smaller arena, Entertainment Sports Arena. You and me, good game so far. Yeah, good game. Very defensive oriented. They're not shooting really well percentage wise. 16% from the Mystics from 3. 5 turnovers for the Mercury. But when you play Washington, they will play you hard on defense. They're missing a lot of bodies though, so the rotation is very short. Shakia Brown-Turner is on a hardship contract. You have Enxler, who hasn't got in yet. So they're really, right now, they've only played 7 players. They have 4 of them that are out due to injuries. So that tells you the state of the Mystics and why their record is what it is. Right, they're showing like some the in arena entertainment right now. This girl won something. It didn't look like she made too many shots though. All right, guys. As always, make sure you leave a like subscribe to the channel, follow on the Twitch. I got all my socials there on the screen. Make sure you support if you like the content. We do this all WNBA season long. We won't be taking too big of a break for the Olympics. If time permits, we will be covering some Team USA women's basketball games. Let me look. I have it on my schedule here. A lot of the games take place like during the day like this. Like since the Olympics are in Paris, so the games will be at like 3 in the afternoon, 5 in the afternoon. I think there's one game on a Sunday that's like 10, 11 in the morning. So if time permits for me, I will be covering that. I'll try and also release some other WNBA centered content as we start the second quarter. Mystics have the ball. Hines Allen over to Van Loo. Van Loo tries to get it back to Hines Allen. It gets tipped by Hines Allen. Still has it. Goes up with the left. And Hines Allen with the bucket. So Maisha Hines Allen with 4 points. She's one of the holdovers from that 2019 Mystics team that won the championship. Diana Taurasi cross-court pass to Sophie Cunningham. Down to Griner. Griner with 9 points. Griner on the drive. She shoots a fall away, throws it up, misses. Tipped around, Steph Dolson secures the rebound. Over to Van Loo. Van Loo. Oh, it finds Jade on the drive, gets blocked by Harrigan. Rebound, and Hines Allen gets fouled on the putback. So Hines Allen going to the line. Coach Tebow wanted a foul on that drive on Jade Melbourne. She does have the arm extended as she goes up for the layup, so maybe that's why they didn't call it. Eric Tebow, I think, gets a tech on that for yelling at the ref, so Diana Taurasi will shoot the technical free throw before Hines Allen shoots hers, as Diana knocks down the free throw. So 21-18 Washington. Hines Allen hits the first free throw. And Hines Allen knocks down the second. So it's 23-18, 23-18. Another foul here. Jade Melbourne is charged with the foul. She tries to cut off Taurasi. Yeah, that's a foul on Melbourne. So ball in play with the Mercury. Sophie Cunningham to Taurasi. Taurasi gets the ball deflected. She steps for 3 and knocks it down. Diana Taurasi gets her own miss or gets her own deflection and knocks down the wide open corner 3. Hines Allen tries to return the favor, misses. And Sophie Cunningham with the rebound. Sophie Cunningham brings it up court. She's trying to call out the play. They don't really have a point guard on the floor right now with Cloud on the bench. Hand off to Taurasi. Taurasi bounce past the Griner. And they call a blocking foul on Hines Allen. So it'll be Mercury ball, sideline, out of bounds here. Diana gets the ball down to Griner. She spin move. Quick right hook is good. So it's a tie game. 23-all. 23-all. Jade Melbourne over to Julie Van Loo. Van Loo over to Steph Dolson. Emily Enksler is in the game for the Mystics now. Van Loo travels, and it's a turnover to the Mystics. So it's back to the Mercury, tie game, 23-all, 23-all. 5 turnovers for the Mercury, 4 for the Mystics. Celeste Taylor is into the game for the Mercury. Diana Taurasi laces up another three, and that's her third three of the game. 26-23 for the Mercury. Enxler on the drive. Runs into Griner, has to dribble back out. Handoff to Van Loo. Van Loo, good pass to Steph Dolson. Drop off to Enxler. Enxler goes up, foul, and one. Emily Enxler into the game. Her first attempt. I think Taurasi lands on her foot, rolls up on that ankle, and she's unlacing her shoe to tighten it some more. First basket of the game, first attempt. She pump fakes Diana jumps into her back, lands on the back of her leg and on that ankle. So Enxler looks okay. She scores the basket, so she'll go to the line for free throws. Diana Taurasi, I think that's like 3 fouls on her, so she's going to the bench. Enxler bounces in the three-point play. And it's a tie game, 26-all. Tango, salute for following. Appreciate you. Tango, I cannot show it live. They'll take my channel, get my channel out of here. Griner hits the layup, and it's 28-26. Ariel Atkins, foul line jumper. Finally, she scores a field goal. Ariel Atkins answers back, and it's 28-all. Now the offenses are starting to get into a flow. Celeste Taylor, drafted by the Fever, was waived last month, and she's back here with the Phoenix Mercury. Rebecca Allen with the miss, but she gets the steal in transition. Rebecca Allen corner to Sophie Cunningham on the drive. Back out to Allen. Allen, top of the key. She drives left, pulls up for the mid-range jump shot, goes for the glass, and banks it in. So Rebecca Allen with the shot off of the glass. She's up to 5 points. Yep, 5 points for Rebecca. Steph Dolson, handoff to Van Loo. Van Loo goes left. She steps back on Celeste Taylor. Misses. Rebound long to Griner. Over to Copper. Copper, been pretty quiet in this game. Copper on the drive. She goes to the left. Left hand scoop is good. As I say that, she gets to the basket. 4-point game, 32-28. Steph Dolson, looking for somebody, gets it to Walker Kimbrough. Walker Kimbrough over to Ariel Atkins. 10 on the shot clock. Ariel Atkins on the drive. One leg fall away. Jump shot. Oh, that's tough. Tough shot. Ariel Atkins knocks it down. 2-point game. 32-30. Kalia Copper. Crossover. Goes to the left. She pulls up for the jump shot. Ball gets deflected and stolen by the Mystics. Enxler on the drive. Enxler taking it coast to coast. She double clutches. Rebound to... Oh, it's a jump ball between Ariel Atkins and Kalia Copper. Officials timeout here with 5:30 to go. It's 32-30, the Mercury over the Mystics. All right, so we're at a timeout right now. Tango says you do another game today too. This is actually a decent watch along. Unfortunately not, my friend. I'll be going to the Liberty Connecticut game live. So I won't be around to do those other watch alongs. But I will be back tomorrow. I guess this is a good segue. I'll be back tomorrow for the only 2 games on tomorrow. Atlanta at Minnesota and Indiana at Dallas. So tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern and tomorrow at 7:30 p.m. Eastern, I'll be on for those games. That is the last game. Those are the last games of the season until after the Olympic break. So make sure you guys are tuned in for the final day of regular season WNBA action before the Olympic break. Right, we're in a commercial. Officials timeout right now. Officials timeout right now. I I was banking on Natasha Cloud having a good return game to Washington to play against a team that she played her career with. But Natasha Cloud's stats today, no points and 2 rebounds, 1 assist. I was banking on a double-double, so it's not looking that way so far. But the other thing I did play was the Mystics to win the first quarter, and they won the first quarter 19-17. So we'll take a win. We will take our wins. All right, game high. We have Brittany Griner with 13 to lead all scorers. You have right behind her Diana Taurasi with 12. And then after that, we have a bunch of players in single digits. Mystics, very balanced scoring. Everybody who's come into the game has scored for them. Hines Allen leads the way with 6 points. You have Atkins with 5. Walker Kimbrough with 3. Dolson with 3. Van Loo with 2. You have Aaliyah Edwards came off the bench, got 6 points in her 5 minutes. So very balanced scoring for the Mystics so far. It's a 2-point game. Broadcast is restarting at the moment. They have Shakira Austin, who's been hurt a majority of the season, mic'd up for the Mystics. They're missing about 3 to 4 players. A jump ball here between Kalia Copper and Ariel Atkins. Ball is up. Kalia tips it right to the Mystics. And Julie Van Loo has the ball. She drives right by Sophie Cunningham. Over to Aaliyah Edwards. And she continues where she left off. Knocks down the foul line jumper. And it's a tie game. 32-all. Sophie Cunningham over to Cloud. Cloud has not scored yet against her former team. Cloud puts Van Loo in the post. Out to Rebecca Allen. Rebecca Allen over to Natasha Mack. Back to Cloud. Cloud pulls up for 3. And she knocks down the 3. As I say, she hasn't scored. She knocks it down. Her first points of the game. 35-32. She should be real familiar with these rims. She played here. She played here a lot over her career as a Mystic. Aaliyah Edwards, handoff to Ariel Atkins. Atkins drives out to Van Loo. Van Loo pump fake, step back jumper. Back rims it. Cloud with another rebound. Cloud on the run, left side of the floor. She slows it down. She wants a clear out. She throws it corner to Sophie. Down to Natasha Mack, who's in for Griner. She goes up and scores. Natasha Mack with the bucket. And it's 37-32. 4 minutes to go here. Hines Allen goes to Atkins, who saves it. Almost went out of bounds. Atkins looking. Aaliyah Edwards down to Hines Allen. She post move on Rebecca Allen. Bounces around. Rebound to Copper. Copper. Drive to the basket. Went around the defenders like pylons. She went right to left crossover. Left to right crossover. Finishes with the right hand layup. It's 39-32. Kalia Copper up to 4 points so far. Atkins over to Hines Allen, over to Walker Kimbrough. Walker Kimbrough steps back for 3. Shatori knocks down the 3. And it's 39-35. Sophie Cunningham over to Natasha Cloud. Cloud calls for the screen. Goes right. Natasha Cloud headline to the basket. They call a foul on the drive. And Natasha Cloud will go to the line for free throws. So Natasha Cloud goes to the line. Let's see if she can knock down the free throws here. So the foul was on Aaliyah Edwards. Cloud shoots the first and knocks down the first. Steph Dolson checks in for Aaliyah Edwards. She came in, scored, and now she's going back out. Aaliyah Edwards being really efficient here. Cloud at the line for the second. And she front rims the second rebound to Hines Allen. 40-35, approaching 3 minutes to go here. Van Loo over to Walker Kimbrough, over to Steph Dolson. Over to Atkins. Atkins with the crossover. Atkins finds Steph Dolson on the roll. She loses the ball. Gets it back over. They need to get rid of this camera angle. This is terrible. Steph Dolson for three, and she back rims it. They call a foul on the floor by Rebecca Allen. She gets a tech on that. She gets a tech for slamming the ball down right in front of the ref. She didn't agree with that call. So when they come back from commercial, and the Mercury's timeout, the Mystics will shoot the technical, and then they will have possession of the ball. Right, 40-35 here, 40-35. A little under 3 minutes to go in the second quarter. The Phoenix Mercury are outscoring the Mystics 23-16 in this quarter, which is why they have a 5-point lead. The Mercury, not a good away team. They're 4 wins, 8 losses away from home. The Mystics, even though they start off home games good, they're not a really good home team. They're 3 wins, 8 losses at home. Alrighty, so we're still at commercial. They're showing some of the in-arena entertainment. So you're not missing anything. Alrighty, so at halftime, as usual, guys, we'll go over the box. We'll take a look at the box score for both teams. We'll take a look at the team stats, and then we'll look at the rest of today's schedule and try and make some predictions what we expect to happen during the halftime break. So make sure you hang around for that. I knew Atkins would do what she's doing right now. So inconsistent, man. Right? Finally, they're coming back to the broadcast now. We'll see how the rest of this second quarter pans out. 5-point game, a little under 3 minutes to go here. Mystics won the first quarter. Mercury on their way to winning this second quarter. You and me says, I'm a newbie, had no idea women's basketball could be so brutal. Of course, yeah. Hoops is hoops, no matter who out there. They going for blood every single time. Ain't nothing gonna be easy. Nothing going to be easy. Remember, there's limited spots in the league. You got to make your mark somehow. So Ariel Atkins hits the free throw that they did not show. And ball is in play with the Mystics. Steph Dolson in the paint. Ariel Atkins for 3. Hey, so Ariel Atkins finally hits the 3. And it's a 1-point game. So a 4-point swing there, the technical, and then the 3-pointer. So it's a 1-point game. Kalia Copper over to Natasha Mack. She gives it back to Copper. Copper gets fouled by Atkins on the drive. So now Kalia Copper will go to the line for free throws. Copper at the line for the first. Knocks down the first. Griner back in for Natasha Mack on the substitution. And she hits both. Kalia Copper. So Atkins with the ball, right side of the floor. Screen from Hines Allen. Atkins to Steph Dolson to Walker Kimbrough. Walker Kimbrough gets the screen from Steph Dolson. To Van Loo for three. Oh, Julie Van Loo knocks down the three, and it's a tie game, 42-42. So Cloud with the ball here. Under 2 minutes to go here. Natasha Cloud. Oh, finds Kalia Copper. She snatches it like a wide receiver. Ball goes back out. Phoenix moving the ball really well. Diana Taurasi over to Griner on the roll. She misses. Griner falls down. Tries to pass it from the floor into a turnover. Mystics on the run. Griner still in the backcourt. Van Loo to Steph Dosen to Hines Allen. She goes up over Allen, and they retake the lead. So Washington up 44-42. Cloud with the ball. Cloud comes off the screen going right. She snakes into the paint. Corner to Rebecca Allen from the wing. Actually, she misses. Rebound to Van Loo. Van Loo crossover. Oh, no look to Hines Allen. Hines Allen out to Steph Dosen. She loads up for three, and she misses. Steph Dosen can't buy a three today. Kalia Copper with the rebound. Kalia Copper dribbles back out to Diana. Corner to Allen. Allen, right-hand drive. Down low to Brittany Griner. She goes up for the reverse, and that's too easy. She's the tallest player on the floor, and she ties the game at 44. So we got 50 seconds to go here. I'm slowing my clock down. I'm a little ahead. Van Loo with the ball. Van Loo over to Hines Allen. Corner to Walker Kimbrough, left corner. Walker Kimbrough, oh, one-hand scoop and score. Wow, that was unorthodox, to say the least. And it's 46-44. Mystics up. Cloud comes off the screen. Cloud into the paint. Goes up left-hand layup and totally smokes it. Rebound to Steph Dosen. Van Loo will slow it down. There's about a 4-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock here. So the Mystics will have to take a shot before the quarter's over. Van Loo with the ball. Gets the screen from Atkins. Van Loo pulls up for another three. Misses. Kalia Copper with the rebound. Kalia on the run. 7 seconds. 6 seconds. 5. Kalia crossover. 4. 3. She pulls up for the mid-range shot. Misses. Cloud with the rebound. Throws it up. And that's how the quarter ends. So at the end of the second quarter, the Mystics go on a run to close, and they retake the lead 46-44 at the half. All right, so we'll take a look at the box score during this halftime so we can see the stats and everything while they do their halftime break here down at the Capital One Arena in Washington, D.C. All right, let me get that loaded up for us. Mystics 13-2 advantage off the bench. It's all hands on deck for them, to be completely honest with you. They need all the help they can get. All right, we're just waiting for the box score to load here, and then we'll take a dive into it. Here we go. All right, so let's go with it. Boom. Hope you guys can see that. I can stretch the screen a little bit if you can. Let me see. But I'm trying to get it. There we go. Cool. That should be solid for y'all. All right, cool. We valid. All right, so Mercury 44, Mystics 46. Mystics outscored them 19-17 in the first quarter. They tied 27-27 in the second quarter, which is why the Mystics have a 2-point lead at the half. All right, looking at the Mercury here. Brittany Griner leading the way, 14 minutes, 15 points, 3 rebounds. You have Diana Taurasi right behind her with 12 points on 3 of 3 shooting from 3-point range. Natasha Cloud with 4 points and 4 rebounds. We have Kalia Copper with 6 points and 5 rebounds. Rebecca Allen with 5 points. Just 5 points, sorry. Herbert Harrigan with no points on their bench. Natasha Mack with 2. Cunningham with none. Celeste Taylor with none. For the Mystics, you have Hines Allen with 15 minutes, 8 points, 4 rebounds. You have Steph Dosen with 3 points and 4 rebounds, also 4 assists. Van Loo with 5 points and 1 assist. Walker Kimbrough with 8 points. And Atkins with 9 points 3 rebounds, 2 assists. Their bench, Engsler with 3 points in her 3 minutes. Aaliyah Edwards off the bench with 8 points in her 7 minutes, also has 4 rebounds. Jade Melbourne with 2 points. And that's the box scores. Let's take a look at the team stats. So looking at the team stats, the Mercury shooting 51% from the field, which is really good. Mystics not too far behind with 45%, 45.9% to be exact. 3-point percentage, Mystics shooting 26% from 3. The Mercury shooting 45% from 3 on 5 of 11 shooting. Free throws, 87.5% for the Mercury. They're 7 for 8. 8 for 10 for the Mystics. They're 80%. Rebounding battle, the Mystics are winning 18-16. The assist battle, the Mystics are winning 13-8. Steals battle, the Mercury are winning it 3-2. And they're also winning the blocks battle 4-1. Total turnovers, the Mercury are leading the game in turnovers 6-5. They've given up 5 points off of their 6 turnovers. The Mystics have given up 7 points off of their 5 turnovers. Both 2 points apiece for their fast break points. Points in the paint, the Mercury are leading that. Brittany Griner's just been feasting down there, 18-14. Mercury have 11 fouls to the Mystics 8. They've been a technical foul apiece for both teams. 1 on Rebecca Allen and 1 on the coach Eric Tebow for the Mystics. Flagrant foul, the 1 was on Diana Taurasi for the elbow. And the largest lead of the game was 7 by the Mercury and 5 by the Mystics. All right, so that is the team stats and the box score for this game. We'll take a look at the upcoming schedule for the rest of the day. Once we get that loaded. Taking a little bit to load here. Give me 1 moment. There we go. Schedule. Perfect. There we go. So, today's Tuesday, July 16th. Right now, we have Phoenix at Washington going on live right now. Seattle at LA is next at 3:30 p.m. That game is on League Pass. That's where you'll have to watch it. Connecticut at New York, 7 p.m. Eastern. I'll be at that game. That game is on Amazon Prime Video at 7 p.m. Eastern. The New York and Connecticut have played 3 times, I believe, so far. And New York has won all 3 times, I believe. No, I think they played twice. I'm probably chatting. Yeah, they played twice so far. Excuse me. They played twice so far. New York has won both games in Connecticut. This will be the first game in Brooklyn against the Sun this season. They'll play today, and then they won't play again against each other until August 24th when we come back. You and me ask, am I doing the Sky game tonight? No. By the time the Liberty game is over, I won't be back in time to do the Sky Aces game. It takes me about an hour to get home from Barclays down in Brooklyn. So no, I won't be doing that game tonight. But that game, as a segue, Chicago versus Las Vegas at 10 p.m. Eastern. That game is also on Prime. They've played at 1 time this season so far. The Aces won that game 95-83 back on June 27th. In that game, I think Angel Reese had a double-double in that game. That's when she was in the midst of that double-double streak. Since then, of course, it's been broken when she played the Liberty. But in that game, looking at her stats against Las Vegas, she had 18 points and 11 rebounds. So we'll see. Oh, no. So we'll see how that goes. Just got some, I guess you could call it breaking news. If you're a Liberty fan, Benijah Laney Hamilton underwent minor knee procedure, expected to miss 4 to 6 more weeks. So I guess the timing, I guess it's better now than later on. Benijah had dealt with lower extremity injuries in the past with the Liberty. but I guess it's better now she gets it done while we have this break, so she can get it done and then recover over the Olympic break. But prayers up for Benija. Hopefully the recovery isn't too bad. 4 to 6 weeks, she should be back for the return. But yes, Las Vegas won that first matchup. A'ja Wilson has been on a tear. She's head and shoulders above everyone for the MVP for this year. She had like one of the last games I did on the watch along. She had 24 points, 20 rebounds. She's been getting 30 and 15s. It's crazy out there for anybody trying to stick with A'ja. So I expect the Aces to win that game as well. We'll see what happens. But looking forward to tomorrow, we have Atlanta at Minnesota. Atlanta at Minnesota. That is the 1:00 game. That game, Minnesota's the home team. So that I'll be doing the watch along for that game. They've played twice already this season. Minnesota leads the season series 2-0. They won back on May 26th, 92-79, and they won on June 19th, 68-55. Remember, Minnesota is without Nafisa Collier, and that's their all-star, their MVP candidate. She's out with a foot injury, I believe it is. So a lot. They still been playing decently without her. Not as good as, of course, with her, but in their last 5 games, they're 2-3. They lost to the Fever in their last game, 81-74. Atlanta not doing too good as well. Atlanta is 7-16. They're trying to hold on to that 9th seed, trying to sneak into the playoffs. They're also dealing with a lot of injuries to their main players. Ryan Howard out with a foot injury. Jordan Canada, their offseason acquisition from LA, broke her hand. I think fractured her hand, so she's out. So they both won't be back until after the Olympic break. And the second game we'll be doing tomorrow, Indiana at Dallas. Remember I think they played in the preseason, of course. They have not, I think they played 2 games in the preseason. They have not played in the regular season as of yet. This will be their first matchup of the regular season. They play tomorrow, and then they don't play till September 1st, and then September 15th. They played each other 3 times this season. Twice in Dallas, once in Indiana. Caitlin Clark continuing to do good things in her rookie season. Struggled last game, but they still got the win despite her struggle, her shooting struggles and her turnover struggles. She has 17 points, 6 assists, 3 rebounds last game, but has 6 turnovers and shot 29% from the floor, 18% from 3. So her efficiency went down in that game, but the games before that, she had the triple-double against New York. She had back-to-back double-doubles, 29 and 13, 20 and 13 against Washington and Phoenix, respectively. So she just had a pretty bad game against one of the top defensive teams in the league. But I expect her to bounce back against a bottom-of-the-barrel Dallas team who have been doing better. She'll be guarded by Odyssey Sims. But I expect a better showing from her. Some more breaking news in the basketball world. Joe Jellybean Bryant, Kobe's father, passed away earlier, about an hour ago, it was reported. So prayers up for the Bryant family. Yeah, Caitlin is tough. Caitlin is tough. So this break will do her well. I've been saying that since I've been doing, since people have been asking. Remember, these college players have been playing, especially Caitlin. She's been playing nonstop for a while since the college season started, all the way through the final game of the tournament, and then going straight into the WNBA and getting into the regular season. So she'll have a nice 3-4 week break to rest, decompress, evaluate her first half of the season, see what she needs to do better in the second half, and then come back in the second half and make that push to solidify their playoff spot. Same thing for Angel, same thing for Rakia, same thing for all the rookies that are not going to the Olympics. So, Caitlin won't be there, Angel won't be there. No, Leah Boston, is her second year, she won't be there. So the Fever, they'll have time to rest and relax. You see how well they've played when they actually get rest. So it'll be a much better showing for them in the second half. Plus that they had that gauntlet of a schedule to start. Their second half of the season won't be as jam-packed as opposed to the other teams. There's about 2 minutes. 2 minutes before the third quarter starts. I'm over here chatting away. Let me get that ready for us. Third quarter going to start momentarily. They have the clock. They have the camera showing the in-arena stuff. So let's get that ready. All right. Salute to everybody still hanging around here. Salute to all of you still hanging around. After the game, we also take a look at the box score and stuff. So let me just get that ready from now, so that once the game is over, we could just jump back right into it before I let y'all go. All right, cool. Let me reset this, get this ready. Third quarter is ready. Cool. So we got about a minute according to the in-arena clock before the third quarter starts. Thanks for hanging around. Make sure you leave a like, subscribe, follow, support the channel. It really means a lot. Appreciate all the support so far this season. You and me said started playing when she was 5. You were eating dirt at that age. Yeah, I don't remember what I was doing. I was probably building like snowmen and stuff in the winter. I wasn't playing at 5, riding my little tricycle and stuff. Alrighty, so they're restarting the broadcast. All right, they're promoting like Wizard Summer League stuff. Let me make a quick Instagram post about Benija. Feel bad for the young lady. Hopefully she can come back. That knee has been bothering her. She's been sitting out a bunch of games. Oh, I'm posting on the wrong account. Gotta watch that. All right, third quarter about to start, guys. It's really loud in there. Really, really loud in there. I can't even hear. Like, all you hear is kids screaming. Ball and play with the Mystics, though. Ball and play. Van Loo over to Atkins. Atkins to Steph Dosen. Steph Dosen pump fakes for 3. Back out to Atkins. Atkins goes right off the screen. Van Loo right wing 3. And Van Loo knocks down the 3. And the Mystics have a 5-point lead. 49-44. Cloud with the ball. Cloud. Her homecoming has not been too welcoming. She throws it down to Copper, and they converge on her. Ball goes off of Copper, they say. I don't know about that one. That one looked a little shaky. But it goes to the Mystics. They changed the call. It stays with the Mercury. Ball inbound to Griner. Griner, hand off to Copper. Copper comes off that screen. Out to Herbert Harrigan, who gets to start in this third quarter for Rebecca Allen. Steph Dosen, corner to Hines Allen, wide open for 3, and she misses. Rebound to Cloud. So Cloud is getting rebounds. She just ain't passing the ball for assists. Well, Cloud on the drive. Drops it down to Griner. Griner goes up, pump fakes, goes up, and scores. Brittany Griner gets the basket. It's 49-46. Van Loo over to Atkins. Atkins drives. Atkins over to Van Loo. Van Loo slows it down. Oh, bounce pass to Atkins. Corner to Walker Kimbrough. She hits these. She misses this one, though. Rebound to Diana Taurasi. Diana coming off the screen from Griner. She pulls up for three, gets fouled on the three-point attempt, which is silly. So she'll go to the line for 3 free throws. So Diana Taurasi at the line, knocks down the first. Diana Taurasi leads the league in scoring all time, 10,400 and now 442 points. She's the only 10,000 point scorer in the league. And she hits all 3 free throws. So it's tied at 49 apiece. Atkins with the ball. She goes right. Atkins over to Walker Kimbrough. Walker Kimbrough to Hines Allen. Hines Allen hand off to Atkins. Drops it off to Van Loo. Picks it up from her ankles and shoots the 3 and scores. 52-49. Van Loo knocks it down. Cloud with the ball over to Taurasi. Back to Cloud. Cloud to Griner. Griner pump fakes, goes up. Right hand hook misses. And Walker Kimbrough with the rebound. They're trying to double Griner on those catches. Pass to Steph Dolson. Steph Dolson over to Van Loo. Van Loo has hit her last 2 threes. Guarded tightly by Cloud. Over to Hines Allen. Walker Kimbrough. Rip through move. Throws up the floater. And it's good. Shatori Walker Kimbrough knocks down the floater. So the offense is flowing for the Mystics here. It's 54-49. Cloud with the ball. Corner to Taurasi for another 3. She misses. Rebound to Hines Allen. Hines Allen on the push here. Almost carries. Gets it to Shatori. Drop off to Hines Allen. Hines Allen top it for Van Loo for another 3. Oh, Van Loo. 3 for 3 from 3. Van Loo starting to cook this Mercury defense. And timeout to the Mercury. Julie Van Loo knocks down 3 threes here in the third quarter to give them a 57-49 lead. Van Loo up to 14 points, 4 of 8 from three-point range. I see you, Van Loo. The Belgian Olympian rookie. I mean, she's a rookie in the W, but she's 31 years of age, if I'm not mistaken. Van Loo getting valuable points for the Mystics here as they make their way in this game. 57-49. So, as a stat check, we have Brittany Griner with 17 points. You have Taurasi with 15. Copper with 6. Excuse me. Cloud with 4. For the Mystics, you have 8 from Hines Allen, 3 from Dolson, 14 from Van Loo, 10 from Walker Kimbrough, 9 from Atkins. So we're in a commercial right now due to the Mercury's timeout. The Washington Mystics have scored 11 points to the Mercury's 5 in this quarter. 9 of those have come from Julie Van Loo. It's funny that when they showing the kids, you got one kid who's super camera shy and the other kid is super happy to be on camera. Tudo says, not gonna lie, this is a shocking result so far. I knew the Mystics would be competitive in the first half, as I've been saying. Second half, we'll see if they can sustain. Let's see if they can sustain it. So Julie Van Loo, they're showing her highlights. She hits one from the right wing. The second one, she picks up from her ankles, shoots the three, and all nets it from the left wing. And then this one, top of the key. So she's hitting from all over the court. It doesn't even matter. Ball in play here with the Mercury. Let's see what they can call out of this timeout. Copper to Griner. Griner has been a thorn in their side. Ariel Atkins gets the tip away, but they call a foul on that on Ariel Atkins. Excuse me. Foul on Atkins on the reach-in. Oh, they inbound the ball, catch Diana on the cut. They get it out to Kalia Copper at the three-point line. Over to Diana. Diana, no hesitation, misses the three. Rebound to Cloud. Cloud down to Griner. Griner with 17. They send the double out her. They get it back out to Cloud. Cloud on the drive. She dribbles back out to Copper. Copper for three. And she knocks down the three at the buzzer. 52-57. You and me says you got 20 on the Mystics. Let's see if they can hold on. That's been their Achilles heel here. Ball in play here with the Mystics. Van Loo brings it up left side of the floor. Gets a screen from Hines Allen. She shoots, no hesitation. Another three, and she finally misses this quarter. Off the front of the rim. Rebound to Griner. Cloud with the ball. Cloud goes left, gets a stagger screen from both Griner and Taurasi. Taurasi with spin move. Floater is good. That's tough by the old vet. 57-54. Van Loo over to Hines Allen. Hines Allen to Steph Dolson. Pump fakes. Does the ball get deflected? It gets... Oh, they say backcourt. So it's a turnover there. It was a backcourt violation. One official said the ball was tipped, but that official was on the other side of the floor here. So it's Phoenix ball here. Phoenix ball. Oh, no, that wasn't tipped. Over to Taurasi. Taurasi down to Griner. Griner, spin move. They bring the late double. She goes up and scores. Nothing you can really do about that if you're Steph Dolson. And it's a one-point game, 57-56. Ball with Walker Kimbrough over to Atkins. Griner with 19 in this game. Steph Dolson back to Walker Kimbrough over to Van Loo. Corner to Hines Allen for the three. And it bounces around 3-4 times. Hangs on the rim. And Griner gets the rebound. Cloud on the run. Cloud to Copper. Copper, transition three, misses. Ball rebounded by Hines Allen. Hines Allen pushing it over to Van Loo. Van Loo behind the back pass to Steph Dolson. Back to Van Loo, top of the key. Oh, finds Ariel Atkins wide open under the basket. Miscommunication there by the Mercury. And it's an easy layup for Atkins. She's up to 11. Cloud over to Copper. Copper back to Cloud. Cloud, top of the key. Wants a screen, gets the screen going right. Cloud to the basket, throws up the layup, misses. Rebound to Hines Allen. Over to Atkins. Atkins on the push. Atkins pushing. 1-2, attacks Taurasi, goes up, misses. Ball gets tipped to Griner. And Kalia Copper on the run. Kalia Copper, no help, so she slows it down. Crossover on Hines Allen, and they call a foul on Hines Allen using the body to bump her out of bounds. So Hines Allen to the bench. Aaliyah Edwards checks in. It's Mercury ball. Sophie Cunningham in the game as well. Natasha Mack in the game as well. So Griner and Taurasi are both out. Mack, handoff to Copper. Copper gets her a foul. Oh, Shatori Walker Kimbrough with the block. Sophie Cunningham gets the rebound and scores. So it's a one-point game again, 59-58. Aaliyah Edwards with the ball. Corner to Walker Kimbrough. Up to Ariel Atkins. Steph Dolson. Foul line jump shot is good. Steph Dolson. No hesitation there. Gets the foul line. Catch. Puts it up and scores. 61-58. Natasha Cloud off the screen. Head of steam. Loses the ball. And luckily it hits off of Julie Van Loo and it goes out of bounds. Celeste Taylor into the game for Micaiah Herbert Harrigan. Celeste Taylor getting valuable minutes here with the amount of injuries that the Mercury are dealing with to their point guard position. Ball in play to Cloud. Cloud, one leg fall away jump shot, front rims it. Atkins secures the rebound. Atkins up the court. Screen from Steph Dolson. Atkins pump fakes down to Aaliyah Edwards, and she scores. Anytime Aaliyah Edwards comes in the game, she gets a bucket. Edwards with 10 points here on 5 of 6 shooting. Copper with the ball. Over to Mack. Handoff back to Copper. Copper into the paint. Dances. Scoop. Natasha Mack with the rebound. Oh, Steph Dolson just rips it right out of her hands for the steal. Now Atkins with the ball. Atkins up the court to Walker Kimbrough to Edwards. Edwards out to Atkins. Atkins wants a screen from Dolson. Gets the screen. Atkins pulls up for the mid-range jump shot. Rebound to Cloud. Cloud. Over to Sophie Cunningham for 3. She buries it. Sophie Cunningham knocks down the 3. And it's a 2-point game here. 63-61. Van Loo with the ball. Over to Walker Kimbrough. Over to Edwards to Van Loo. Van Loo gets the screen from Dolson and loses the ball out of bounds. 63-61. Washington holding on to the slim advantage here. Ball in play here with the Mercury. Trying to tie or take the lead here. Cloud on the drive. Goes up, throws up the floater. Misses. Rebound to Edwards. Cloud not having a really good game. Van Loo on the pass. No look from Shatori to Maisha Hines-Allen. The basket doesn't count. The foul was before the before the pass, excuse me. So it'll be sideline out of bounds there. 63-61, Washington. So Jade Melbourne into the game for Ariel Atkins. Walker Kimbrough to inbound here. Gets it to Van Loo. Van Loo to Edwards at the 3-point line. She drives. Corner to Jade. Top to Walker Kimbrough. Misses. Rebound to Copper. Copper crossover. Copper driving into the paint. Pulls up for the mid-range jump shot. Misses. Rebound to Hines-Allen, but Natasha Mack with the steal. So the Mercury have possession. Under 2 minutes to go here. Mercury holding on. Cloud with the ball. Both teams with 8 turnovers. Cloud to Mack. Mack looking for Copper. Handoff to Copper. Copper into the paint. Blocking foul. Shot goes up and they count the basket. And one, Kalia Copper. So Ariel Atkins goes 3rd all-time in Mystics all-time assist leaders. Her former teammate, Natasha Cloud, I don't think nobody's catching her. She has 1,259. So I don't think anybody's catching her. Ariel Atkins just got, like 400. And Copper completes the 3-point play, and the Mercury have their lead. They haven't led since some point in the second quarter. They're running a zone here against the Mystics. Melbourne tries to go baseline and pass. Cloud with the steal. Cloud on the break. Over to Copper. Copper goes up and smokes the layup. Mack with the rebound and put back. Timeout here by Eric Tebow. 66-63. A minute 10 to go here. The Mercury have gone on a run to extend their lead to 3. Tudo says, I feel like Phoenix playing around a bit. No, they're trying. They're just struggling. They are just struggling. They are trying. I mean, you got Griner with 19, you got Taurasi with 17, and now you got Copper with 12. They try. Natasha Cloud just hasn't been playing super well. Oh, we got Francis Tiafo, the 30th, the tennis player. He's a DC native. He's a frequent at Mystics games. So stat check, we have Van Loo leading the way for the Mystics with 14 points, and you have Griner leading the way for the Mercury with 19. Tudor said, I mean, they're not capitalizing the turnovers like that because BG having a great game. But I didn't think Cloud would struggle. Yeah, I thought Cloud would have a big game. I did have her booked for a double-double on the books. But we'll see if she gets it. She does have 7 rebounds. Aaliyah Edwards with the ball. She's stumbling, and they turned the ball over out of the timeout. Not a good look. Under a minute to go here. Cloud with the ball. Cloud to Taurasi. Back to Cloud. Mercury on an 8-0 run in the last 2 minutes. Celeste Taylor down to Mac. Mac guarded by Atkins. She goes out to Taurasi. Out to Sophie Cunningham. Gets fouled on the 3-point attempt. And you can't do that. Hines Allen fouls the 3-point shooter. And Cunningham will go to the line for 3 free throws. I think that's the second or third time they fouled a 3-point shooter. The Mystics have. Tudo says Connecticut versus New York might be the best game on the list today, possibly, as Cunningham hits the first free throw. This is what I mean, guys. This is what I mean about the Mystics. They have enough to stay with you for a half. As she hits the second. Oh, I hit the wrong team. My bad. But they can't sustain it without. They don't have the firepower to sustain it. As Cunningham hits the third. I keep hitting the wrong team. My bad, guys. Score is 69-63. They try to pass it into Edwards and another turnover by the Mystics. They are struggling to end this quarter here. Cloud with the ball. 24 seconds to go here. About a 7-second difference shot clock and game clock. Cloud guarded by Aaliyah Edwards. 10 on the shot clock. Cloud attacks. Pulls up for the mid-range jump shot. Buries it. That's tough. 71-63. 8-point game here with 10 seconds to go. Van Loo with the ball. Van Loo, 5 seconds, 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Van Loo to Edwards. Edwards goes up, misses the contested floater, and that's how the quarter ends. So at the end of the quarter, the Mercury go on like a 12-0 run to take a 71-63 lead. So let's get ready for the fourth quarter here. So, game is going according to the script so far. Mystics were outscored 27-17 in that quarter. So they were outscored by 10 in that quarter. right? You and me says still got time, yeah, but time keeps on slipping into the future. A wise man once sang that song. If you know, you know. Right, so we are waiting on the fourth quarter to start here. Let's see what the Mystics can do. Let's see what the Mystics can do. So Brittany Griner with 19 points and 6 rebounds. You got Taurasi with 17 points on 3 of 5 shooting from 3. Natasha Cloud with 6 points, 7 rebounds, and 4 assists. You have Copper with 12 points and 6 rebounds. And those are the big guns for the Mercury. For the Mystics, you have Heinz Allen with 8 points and 9 rebounds. Steph Dolson with 5 points and 4 rebounds. Van Loo with 14 points. Walker Kimbrough with 10 points. Atkins with 11. Liberty are the best thing to come since the Dodgers was in Brooklyn. Yeah, that Brooklyn team was supposed to be the next best thing with Kyrie and KD. And then Kyrie, KD, and Harden. But didn't pan out that way. All right, so fourth quarter. Mystics down 8. What can they do as the quarter has begun? Cloud with the ball to start the quarter. And Walker Kimbrough rips her former teammate, and a foul on Celeste Taylor for the trip on Melbourne? Or do they call the foul on the Mystics? They called Jade Melbourne for the loose ball foul, so the foul's on the Mystics. Walker Kimbrough with the steal, or almost steal. Jade Melbourne goes for the ball, and they call a foul. Nelson says, "Hey Jay, where will you be when the Liberty game starts?" I'll be at the game. I'll be at Barclays Center. I think they're challenging this. So we have our first challenge of the game here by the Mystics. First challenge of the game. The biggest big three failed. Now it's the Knicks, Yankees, Liberty, Rangers, and Giants. So the Nets need to go back to Jersey. So they're challenging the call. First challenge of the game. We'll see what the outcome is there. All right, we're in commercial right now, people. We are in commercial. Tudor said pretty much MSG South. Yeah, I know. When I be watching on TV, I'm like, dang, ain't nobody. It's all Knicks fans. Knicks fans, they take advantage of the cheaper prices and go over there. They take advantage of those cheap prices. Well, they're not cheap, but they're cheaper than MSG prices. All right, they're still in the challenge here. They're still in the showing in arena entertainment, so you're not missing anything. Once we get back, I'll update you. Some news that was just released not too long ago. New Balance and the WNBA have entered a multi-year partnership. As part of the deal, New Balance will create authentic broadcast, digital, and retail content featuring New Balance athletes and New Balance athlete and WNBA rookie Cameron Brink. All right, so they're finally back to the broadcast. Tudor says, you think James regrets selling the Liberty? Nah, he doesn't. James don't regret selling the Liberty. He does not regret it at all. Under his leadership, it wasn't gonna do anything because he was not invested in the team. As you can see, the Tsai family has invested heavily into the team, and the results are showing. Challenge was unsuccessful. Cloud to the basket, goes up for the layup and scores. So it's a 10-point game here, 73-63. Mystics in danger zone here. Hines Allen over to Melbourne. Melbourne over to Walker Kimbrough. Diana Taurasi tips it out of bounds on the other pass. So it's Mystics ball, sideline, out of bounds. Walker Kimbrough to inbound. Gets it to Melbourne. Jade Melbourne over to Hines Allen. Corner to Walker Kimbrough. Wide open for three in the right corner. Misses. Steph Dolson the rebound. Finds Maisha Hines Allen on the cut. Hines Allen scores the layup. Great execution. She had Atkins under the basket. Didn't see her, but gets the ball to Hines Allen. Cloud on the drive to the basket. Goes up and misses the layup. Rebound to Cloud again. To Dolson again. Jade Melbourne to Walker Kimbrough. Down to Hines Allen. Hines Allen goes up and scores. So back-to-back buckets for Hines Allen, and it's 73-67. So back-to-back buckets by Maisha Hines Allen to cut into that 10-point deficit. I did. Tudo says I did New York to cover the spread tonight with the Boost. Hopefully they can. If you're just joining, Nigel Hamilton out 4 to 6 weeks. She underwent a procedure on the knee that's been bothering her the past, basically this whole season so far. So she'll be back after the Olympic break. Rebecca Allen, hamstring, won't return to this game. That's why Herbert Harrigan got the start in the third quarter. So it looks like a lot of these teams need this break in order to get their players back healthy. I think every team besides probably Seattle and now Vegas are dealing with some sort of injury. You got Phoenix with some players out. You got Washington with a bunch of players out. Looking at the teams from later, it's the Sparks, of course, with Cameron Brink out. Connecticut with Mo Jefferson out. And New York, of course, with now Benija, Niara Sabali dealing with the back injury. Stewie dealing with a hamstring as well. Chicago, Elizabeth Williams out with the Achilles injury. And the Aces, they just got their players back in Gray and Kirsten Bell. So a lot of injuries so far. Hopefully it pans out for teams after the All-Star break. All right, we're still in commercial right now. Still in the Mercury timeout. Then Tudo says, what do you say? Where's my mouse? There it is. The media calling New York petty because we threw 4 people at Angel to stop her double-double. Listen, man. Just call us a winner. We won that game. They can say whatever they want to say, honestly. But we had to put an end to that. Not gonna get back-to-back double-doubles on us. So we have to put an end to that. And she'll be better for it in the future. She will be better for it in the future. So she can restart the streak. Ball in play with the Mercury. Let's see what they could do here. Deflection by Walker Kimbrough on the cloud pass. It stays with the Mercury. Walker Kimbrough, a very long, rangy defender. She's what you would call a 3-and-D player. And ball. Something happened there. They didn't have the camera on the action there. All right, so now Sophie Cunningham inbounding from right in front of the Mystics bench. She gets it into Cloud. Finds Taurasi on the cut. Taurasi goes up and misses. Rebound to Hines Allen. Hines Allen's on double-double watch. Oh, she does get the double-double. 14 and 10. Oh, Hines Allen! Reverse layup is good. 16. Is that 16 for her or is that 14? 14 and 10 for Hines Allen. It's 73-69. Hines Allen has scored the last 6. Celeste Taylor gets the ball and they call a foul on the layup attempt. Hines Allen has Celeste, the rookie, on her. She gets right around the rookie, reverse layup, and then looks back at her like, come on, Rook. Barbecue chicken alert. So Hines Allen with 14 and 10. Celeste Taylor knocks down the first free throw. Taurasi out, Kalia Copper in. Celeste Taylor at the line for the second. Oh, she misses the second. Rebound to Atkins. 74 and 69. I have Hines Allen on my fantasy team. Salute to Hines Allen. 6-1 run in the last minute and 13. Kick ball by Celeste Taylor there. Stays with the Mystics. So it's a 5-point game here. Mystics really trying to get back into this game. They were up a majority of it. That third quarter, they fell apart. Ball in play with Hines Allen. Over to Melbourne. Melbourne to Steph Dolson. Steph Dolson, corner three. Hey, Stephanie knocks down the three. And it's a 2-point game here. Steph Dolson, 1 for 4 from 3. She's had some wide open looks. Just misses them. Knocks that one down. With Brittany Griner playing in the paint. Steph Dolson is the ideal matchup. Copper, mid-range jump shot. Butter. Knocks down the midi. And it's back to a 4-point game. 76-72. Hines Allen with the ball. Hines Allen sends Melbourne through. Melbourne in the corner. Oh, bad pass by Hines Allen. Cloud with the pass to Copper. And she scores. Kalia Copper with the basket. It's 78-72. Turnovers affecting them right now. Over to Walker Kimbrough. Down to Steph Dolson. Steph Dolson over to Atkins. Atkins to answer. Misses. Hines Allen, another rebound. Out to Stephanie for 3. Steph Dolson. Oh, front rims it. And rebound to Kalia Copper. Copper, crossover. Copper over to Cunningham. Corner to Cloud. Cloud over to Copper. Copper, right side, down to Griner. Griner goes up with the hook. Misses. Hines Allen with the rebound. Jade Melbourne on the push. Jade Melbourne on the push goes up. Gets blocked by Celeste Taylor. And it goes out of bounds. So it's Mystics ball here. They're making some substitutions. Celeste Taylor out. Sophie Cunningham in. So the lineups on the floor for the Mercury. Cloud, Taurasi, Copper, Griner, and Celeste Taylor. I don't know what happened there. She came out and then went right back in. Melbourne over to Walker Kimbrough. Down to Aaliyah Edwards. Over to Melbourne. Melbourne to Steph Dolson. Corner to Atkins. Atkins, I think, steps out of bounds and turns the ball over. 78-72. I don't know what's happening here. I think substitutions are trying to happen, but they dubbed the sub. Ball and play with the Mercury here. So Van Loo will check in next dead ball. Cloud with the ball. Over to Copper. Taurasi down to Griner. Griner cross court to Cunningham. Cunningham to the Cloud. Cloud with 5 on the clock. Cloud to Copper, and they call a foul on Walker Kimbrough on the entry pass. Walker Kimbrough fouls Copper. So it'll be 14 on the clock for the Mercury here. So Jane Melbourne out. Van Loo back in for the Mystics. Ball and play. Copper with the ball. Comes off the screen. Copper gets to her mid-range jump shot. Butter. She's been feasting on that mid-range. And it's 80-72. Copper is up to 18 points here. Van Loo with the ball. Van Loo. Looking for Steph Dolson. They're running a zone here, it looks like. The Mercury are. Edwards secures the ball, goes up with the floater. Long rebound to Griner. So the zone is throwing things off for the Mystics. It's clogging the paint up. And is affecting the Mystics here. Taurasi with the ball. Goes right. Picks up a dribble over to Cunningham. Over to Cloud. Cloud pump fakes for 3. Left side of the floor. She drives into the paint. Scoops up the right-hand layup. It's good. And a timeout by Eric Tebow. Phoenix regains their 10-point lead. And it's 82-72. Ten-point game, 5 minutes, 9 seconds to go. Let me run my clock down a bit. So it's 82-72. 82-72. That Francis fella says one of these days Mystics will win a game. Yeah. They're gonna have to wait a while until after the Olympic break to resume that quest, because at this point in the game they are not gonna win. 10-point game, 5 minutes to go. It looks like the Mercury have figured out that the zone is affecting them. The Mystics turnovers have affected them in this second half. They've been turning the ball over a lot. But let's see what they go with here. So they have Dolson, Van Loo, Walker Kimbrough, Atkins, and Edwards for the Mystics. The Mercury, Celeste Taylor is out. Sophie Cunningham is in with the rest of the starters. Edwards with Van Loo. Van Loo. No look to Walker Kimbrough on the drive. Walker Kimbrough draws the foul on Copper. So that's a good way to do it. Get to the line, stop the clock. And Phoenix. Oh, my bad, guys. I forgot I was running my clock this whole time. It's 4 minutes, 49 seconds to go here. I'm like, not 3 minutes here. 4 minutes, 49 seconds to go. Walker Kimbrough at the line for free throw. She has 10 points today. 11 now as she hits the free throw. Walker Kimbrough for the second, and she knocks down the second. 82-74, 8-point game, 4:48 to go here. Taurasi with the ball. Taurasi comes off the screen over to Cunningham. Cunningham to Copper. Copper to Griner. Handoff to Taurasi. Taurasi with the drive, throws up the jump shot, and they called a foul on the floor. Taurasi does hit the basket. They want it to come on the shot. So they wanted a challenge, but you can't challenge whether it's a shooting foul or not. You can only challenge if it was actually a foul. Cloud out to Cunningham. Cunningham on the drive. Dribbles back out to 3. Gets it down to Griner. They call a foul on Stephanie Dolson on the entry pass. So Washington with 5 fouls here, I believe. So according to the graphic that they have on the screen. So it should be, I thought it would be free throws. Oh, it is free throws. I was about to say, I could have sworn that was free throws. So Brittany Griner at the line for free throws. There's a lot of confusion going on here. 82-74, Brittany Griner at the line. She's leading the way for them. She hits the first. So she has 20 points. Griner for the second and knocks down the second. So it's 84-74, back to a 10-point game. 10-point game. Time is not on their side right now. Steph Dolson to Hines Allen. Hines Allen on the drive, throws up the hook, misses. Griner, another rebound. And it looks like the Mystics have run out of steam against this zone defense. Cloud with the ball. Cloud comes left. Cloud freeway to the basket. Left hand layup is good. Yeah, it's looking slow for the Mystics here. Van Loo corner to Walker Kimbrough for 3. She buries it. Walker Kimbrough knocks down the 3, and it's back to a single-digit game, 86-77. Cloud with the ball. Cloud down to Taurasi, and they call a foul on Van Loo. So Taurasi will go to the line for more free throws. $86-77 here. So Taurasi at the line. Yumi says, I feel that 20 slipping away. Yeah, I would never bet Mystics for a full game. I'll bet them for a quarter, for the first quarter, as Taurasi misses the free throw. I'll bet them for a first half, depending on the opponent. But whole game is tough. Taurasi was 17, 2 rebounds, 4 assists. She knocks down the second. 87-77. Van Loo over to Walker Kimbrough to Steph Dolson. Back to Van Loo. Hines Allen with the ball. Hines Allen on the drive. Over to Van Loo. Van Loo wide open for 3. Misses. And the ball goes off Taurasi's hands and out of bounds. So the ball stays with the Mystics. They go corner to Van Loo. Van Loo for 3. Oh, Van Loo knocks down the 3. A 7-point game here. Under 3 minutes to go. Over to Taurasi, gets the ball stolen by Atkins. Atkins on the run. Atkins, Euro step, gets fouled and 1. Ariel! So Ariel Atkins had a 2-on-1, decided to take it herself, gets fouled and 1. Ariel Atkins. So Atkins attacks her former teammate in Natasha Cloud. And gets the basket. So Atkins at the line for a free throw to make this a 4-point game. Don't go anywhere. She hits it. 4-point game here, people. 4-point game. Cloud with the ball. Cloud finds Copper, top of the key. Looking for Taurasi coming off the screen. Gets it down to Griner. All reliable. She goes spin move, jump shot, bounces around and through. Can't guard that. That's a tough guard. Van Loo with the ball. Van Loo over to Hines Allen. Hines Allen on the drive, goes up, layup is good. They score quickly and get it back to 4. It's going back and forth here. 89-85. 2 minutes to go. 8-2 run in the last minute for the Mystics here. Mercury trying to waste time here. Cloud off the screen. Comes off the screen going left. Stops. Picks up her dribble. Doesn't have anybody to get it to. Gets it to Copper. Copper, foul line jumper. Oh, and it's good. She's been feasting from mid-range this whole half. It's 91-85. Van Loo to Steph Dolson. Steph Dolson back to Van Loo. Van Loo for 3. Oh, it's off the rim. And that might be it. 91-85. Van Loo with the miss. Diana hands it off to Cloud. Cloud going left. Cloud goes left. Goes into the paint. Out to Sophie. Sophie for 3 and the dagger. And that's all she wrote. Sophie Cunningham hits the 3 right in front of the Mystics bench. And it's back to a 9-point game. 94-85. A minute 17 to go. Cloud with the assist. Ball in play with the Mystics. Atkins behind the back. Over to Van Loo. Van Loo to Hines Allen. She goes up with the left hand and scores. So it's a 94-87 game here. Cloud with the ball. Time is running out for the Mystics here. It's a minute to go here. Cloud with the ball. Cloud comes off the Diana screen. Goes right. Slows it back down. 10 on the shot clock. They need a stop here to have a chance. Cloud comes off the screen. Drops it off to Griner. Griner gets doubled. She goes up. Misses. Steph Dolson with the rebound. Steph Dolson bringing the ball up the court. Steph Dolson looking for somebody. Oh, she tries to pass it. Gets it back. Over to Atkins. Atkins saves it from going in the backcourt. Over to Hines Allen. Hines Allen with the pump fake crossover. She gets into the paint. Gets blocked by Taurasi, and Taurasi lets the crowd know it. Cloud to Copper. Copper goes up and scores. And that's the game right there, people. So Taurasi with a big block on Hines Allen. All right, you and me. Salute, salute. And that's how the game ends. Taurasi with the big block. Taurasi with a couple expletives to those in attendance saying who she thought she was. I'm paraphrasing, of course. And Kalia Copper goes down and scores the layup. So Griner with 23 and 7, Taurasi with 18. You have Copper with 22, Cloud with 12 and 10. Oh, she gets the double-double. Yes. Natasha Cloud with the double-double. Thank heavens. I needed that badly. She's 1 rebound away from a triple-double, Natasha Cloud is. But Natasha Cloud gets the double-double. So I'll take that win. I needed Steph Dolson to hit another 3. And I needed Ariel Atkins to get 15 points, but it's 22 seconds to go here, people. 22 seconds to go. Salute to everybody who's been hanging out with me on the stream. Pretty good game until the end here. Van Loo over to Dolson. Dolson over to Van Loo. Van Loo pump fakes off of Taurasi's foot and it goes out of bounds. 15 seconds to go. Looks like nobody really wanted to shoot there. Walker Kimbrough to inbound. Gets it to Dolson. Dolson pump fakes. Drives. She falls down. Throws it out to Ariel Atkins for 3. Front rims it. Dolson tips it out to Hines Allen. Hines Allen for 3. And she airballs it. And that's pretty much it, y'all. 3 seconds to go here. 3 seconds to go here. Man, Tudo, I played that Natasha Cloud maybe 2 minutes before the game kicked off. And that's all she wrote. The clock runs out. And the Phoenix Mercury get this win against the Mystics going into the almost called it the All-Star break, but it's the Olympic break with a 13-12 record, 1 game over 500. The Mystics fall to 6-19. Stats are the records are updated on your screen. So 13-12 for the Mystics. 13-12 for the Mercury. 6-19 for the Mystics. Both teams, I believe, stay in their places. Let's take a quick look at the box score before I let you guys out of here. For the Mercury, let's refresh this, make sure we're as up to date as possible here. All the UConn alums all hugging each other and whatnot. Natasha Cloud saying hi to her former teammates and coaches and all that. So, Phoenix lost the first quarter 19-17, 27-27 in the second quarter. Phoenix went up 27-17 in the third quarter, and then 25-24 in the third, which is why the score is what it is. Brittany Griner led the way with 23 points and 7 rebounds. Taurasi with 18. Cloud gets the double-double, 12 points, 10 assists, 9 rebounds, almost a triple-double for her. Copper with 22 and 7. Rebecca Allen with 5. She went out second half with a hamstring. Herbert Harrigan, 0, 4 from Natasha Mack, 11 from Sophie Cunningham off the bench. Celeste Taylor with 1. They shot 44% from 3, 53% from the field. Only missed 3 free throws. Hines Allen had 18 and 12. Almost had a triple-double, 6 assists to go with it. Dolson with 8 and 8 with 5 assists. Van Loo with 17 and 5 assists. Walker Kimbrough with 15. And Atkins with 14 and 6 assists. Enksler with 3. Edwards with 10 points in 13 minutes. Melbourne with 2. They had 12 turnovers as a team, 30% from 3, 45% from the field. Tudo asks, so what do you think Seattle and New York are going to do tonight? So prediction for tonight, Seattle wins that game by double figures. I think New York will, I don't know, depending on if Stewie plays or not. If Stewie doesn't play, New York, I think, loses that game. If she plays, I think New York wins that game in a close one. And Chicago versus LA, I think Vegas gets the win. Reese gets a double-double. Asia goes for about 30. And those are my predictions for this evening. All right, guys, thanks for tuning in for this early watch-along. Salute to all of you. I'll be back tomorrow, 12:50 p.m. Eastern, for a 1 p.m. start for the Dream versus the Minnesota Lynx. And then we'll do Dallas at Indiana at Dallas later on that day at 7:30 p.m. Make sure you leave a like on the video, follow the channel, subscribe. Appreciate all the support. I'll be at the Liberty game later, so no watch-alongs. I'll post some stories on my Instagram channels here on the screen, Jay.JordanTV Liberty. Follow me on Instagram. I usually post from my seat some plays if I remember. Sometimes I'm so engrossed in the game I don't post, but I will try and post for those who are following there. All right, guys, I got to get out of here. I'll catch y'all on the next one. See y'all tomorrow. Salute.